and indeed to prepare them, their pre-departure training, to be part of the wider training of our Kenyan young people, and to create a workforce that is internationally able, internationally qualified, and internationally recognized. And for that, we are very proud. I want to take this opportunity to thank the British Council, the British High Commission, for their continued support and coming all the way to the 29th of July, when we signed, last year, when we signed this protocol and this MOU to facilitate the movement of our people. It is not to say that there were no nurses in the UK from Kenya. They have been traveling there ad hocly for a long time. But I think it was fair and right that we manage this process, we formalize this process, so that Kenyans can travel to the UK not feeling as refugees, not hiding behind the scenes, but traveling there as appreciated, recognized expatriates. The travel to the UK as having been recognized by the British government out of the shortage of workers that they have in their country. And we look forward to one day being so advanced as well that we can import workers because we have got full employment. That day is coming, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know when, but it's coming. And we really appreciate the support of the British government, and that the British government has recognized that the Kenyan health worker is worthy of working in the UK. Now, I realize there were a few teething problems when this program began. The first cohorts of nurses experienced a few issues, some of which I was verified for saying that we are failing in the English language. Now, let me explain. I did not say we cannot speak English. We can speak English. I think Kenya speaks fantastic English, and that's why we are teachers of English in certain other countries in the world. But that is not to say that because we understand English, we will pass the professional exam that's required in the international community. And it will not just be English. Today, we are addressing the issue of the UK and our nurses traveling to the UK. The next ones will be to another country. The whole purpose, the whole export of our health, of not just the health workers, but also our professionals to other parts of the world, will be a government effort, is a multi-agency effort. The Ministry of Labor has done a tremendous amount of work in negotiating some of these opportunities. The Ministry of Education is participating with us here to provide people who can be able to assist in the training. With that kind of concerted effort, we can expect that we will be sending health workers, not just nurses, health workers to countries as diverse as Saudi Arabia, who we have signed an MOU with. Kuwait is looking for our nurses. I know they have asked for some 598 nurses to go there. And other countries are also coming to us, seeking that we work with them to provide health workers. I'm told, Madam Deputy High Commissioner, that the UK is actually looking for truck drivers. And we are happy. I'm sure if you walk around Kenya, you can find a lot of drivers who would want to work somewhere in the UK. Now, let's also be clear that we are not sending health workers to the UK at the expense of our health system. Rest those who come and say, how can we be sending workers to the UK when we need workers here? And I would like to explain it as follows. Number one is that we are hiring nurses and doctors and lab technicians in accordance with our ability to do so as a government. That's one. Secondly, our colleges, and the chairman has just told us that they are producing nearly 12,000 health workers per year. Our colleges are producing young, able, qualified persons who are not getting those opportunities here in this country. So it is those extra workers that we have trained that we are trying to create opportunities for. And it is very easy for you when you are sitting in an office to pontificate and accuse the government of all sorts of things when you have got a job and when you are waiting to get out, get into your car and go to your house. For the young person who doesn't have a job, for the parents who have trained a nurse and sold their cows and sold their land in order to pay school fees, this is a godsend opportunity. And I think we must look at it as such. So if you have a job, you should be the last person who should be talking about other people getting jobs, wherever those jobs are. And so I want to clarify that and clear that we are sending the extra nurses that we have. As for the training that starts today, I want to congratulate KMTC, because when I called the chairman and the CEO and told them we have a problem, I have just announced that we have a problem where our nurses, though trained in English, are not passing these exams. When you have a problem, and this is a policy and philosophy that I would like to propose for dear Kenyans. When you have a problem, first you identify and acknowledge that you have a problem. Because if you don't acknowledge that you have a problem, then there is no need of addressing it. The reason why we are here is because we have seen a problem and we are addressing the problem. And I'm glad that KMTC took up this responsibility, working with the Nursing Council of Kenya, and between the two teams, we have created a fantastic system that is going to train our people. But in addition to that, I also impressed upon KMTC that even as we next week launch the curriculum conference in Mombasa, where the president is going to launch the curriculum conference that is going to address the future worker of Kenyan health system. This is the first kind. This is the first time we are going to do anything of the kind, meeting together between professional trainers in the private sector, faith-based organizations, the Kenya government, and regional governments who have sent from, we have got people from 99 countries that are coming over. 99 foreigners are coming over to listen to what we are doing as far as curriculum is concerned and the training for tomorrow's health workers. What should they look like? What is a nurse of tomorrow going to look like? What must they be trained in? And I'll post one or two things that I'll be proposing myself in the curriculum conference. One of them is ICT. We are moving towards digital health. But you cannot move towards digital health just by having a computer. You need a person who understands that computer. So our health trainings, our health trainers, those who are trained the doctors, those who are trained the nurses, lab technicians, will base their training on ICT. And that is why I have posed a challenge to KMTC to transform itself completely from use of paper to simply use of a computer. I am hoping that when I look at their budget next year, I will not see stationery as a huge item in the budget. Because we don't need stationery. All we need is an iPad, is a laptop, and we get on with it. We have just seen, just where I've come from, nearly 300 people are now training online, for this program. So as we move on, and it is not just KMTC, we are revolutionizing the health sector so that even the hospitals, Kenyatta National Hospital next door, as we move on, we expect that a nurse going around treating people, a doctor moving around, will not be having a file of paper, that is looking sometimes torn, sometimes dirty. You see people walking around and it falls down, they pick it up, they dust it a little bit. No way. Moving forward, this is not what we want. We want people to start walking the corridors of hospitals with no paper. It will become cleaner, it will become cheaper to manage our institutions. So KMTC is at the forefront of ensuring that our people are properly trained. The courses that they take reflect the future that they will have to have. And one of the reasons why that is important is because clearly Kenya is no longer training a workforce just for Kenya. We are training a workforce for the region, and we are training a workforce for the international community. Demographics across the world have created opportunities that we perhaps had not seen earlier. The reducing populations in parts of the earth means that there will be countries that you'll always be looking for, for workers. And Kenya must be at the top of the qualified health workers available in the world. And that's our mission, and that's our vision.